You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Let's discover hardcover months, but it's this enough so you can know what's up in the hood.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Hardcover News. I'm Raven.
I'm Kendra.
We're reporting from the local square Humboldt Park community, a neighborhood known for its art and its activism.
We wanted to know the connection between the two.
The organization we've chosen were King Lizzie and the Graffiti Zone.
So come with us to find out more.
My name is Miguel Rodriguez, and I'm from West Humboldt Park, Chicago. And the organization is Graffiti Zone, and we're basically a platform for youth to discover themselves through the arts.
My name is Adam A.D. I'm one of the King Lizzie recording studio artists. I'm also a resident of Humboldt Park. I'm a recording artist. We love to help the community, get kids out the streets, use our stories.
It's definitely hands-on learning. No like A, B, fill in the bubble kind of thing, but actually we want to see results. So if we want to see a slam team perform, we're going to have a slam team perform. If we're going to have not just a bunch of writings that we're going to say we're going to put on an art show, we're going to have the best art that we possibly can create.
The type of music we do, I would call it message music, because we like to tell our stories and try to relate to kids that are out here going through what we went through.
Growing up in West Humboldt Park, and so I saw at 13 is that age where you kind of start to see what's going on in your neighborhood and who you are in relation to the community, in relation to the rest of the world and even the universe. What I wanted to do really was tell the world that I exist and that I'm here, and I want everybody else to know that I exist. And so that's basically what got me doing graffiti.
I used to sing actually before I was rapping, and you know, a lot of people want me to become a singer, and I sing my own hooks and stuff like that, but I learned that I can put words together better than I sang, so I just pretty much grew into that craft and that gift. And when I realized that I was pretty good at it, I said, well, man, I think this is something I can do.
Character corrupted by all the bad company. Can't allow my past to determine my future.
We believe that arts is definitely a way to transform communities. So basically by just being here, creating artwork, and becoming the next generation of mentors and leaders is a way of activism.
One message, I would say elevate your mind. There's a lot of trendiness. I would say, you know, remove yourself from the trend to avoid the temptation. I would say pitch your tent and outside instead of trying to be in the crowd. Definitely stand out, be different, be unique, keep God first.
Our message to the youth is basically education is up to you. Whether that's institutional or by yourself as an individual. We live in the age of technology where you can easily Google anything, go to the library, and just educate yourself. If you have that curiosity within you, you can definitely access that.
Next time you're in Logan Square, Humboldt Park area, stop by these organizations to learn more exciting things.
Lord, please pass the storm by me. Please pass the storm by me, Lord. Pass the storm by me. I've been in it too long. Lord. Please pass the storm by me. Please pass the storm by me, Lord. Please pass the storm by me. I've been in it too long. Was trapped in a bubble, immune to the struggle, expected to fail, was always derailed.
I grew up in Chicago, Illinois, Green Projects. At first, I was mad because I was like, that was our hood, and how they just gonna knock down our buildings. But they said that was one of the projects that had the most killers, but there's a lot of other projects around there still up, and they didn't knock them down yet. But I think the change they did, it was good. It was for the better because the killers decreased and all that. Larry Hoover, he formed the Gangsta Disciples at Green Projects. He just spent it's everywhere now, you feel me? But that's where they originally started at the Green Projects. Like, it's nothing but gangster disciples over there. So, like, everywhere you go, you seeing gang activity or criminal activity or something like that. You see shooters, them shooting at the police. I saw that a lot. Or stabbings and all that, selling drugs. I think it happens there because that's the slum. If you're in a slum, you're gonna try to make something out of it. It's a lot of people who I saw get shot in my face or get stabbed like right there in my face. And the people who I named, they got shot like in our building. Or I either saw it off the ramp or I saw it at the window, looking at the window. That's what I was around every day. People getting killed and people selling drugs. I was like 12, so I wasn't thinking about selling drugs and nothing like that. But I think if I would have grew older and I was still around the environment, yeah, I think I probably would have been. Like the age I am now, I think I probably would have been doing that. My daddy, he a retired GD, and he got shot at and all that. In them buildings, in them project buildings. He was gang banging hard and all that. He said he prayed he wasn't shot none of them times that all the times that people shot at him. So he didn't want us to go through that. He know what he went through. So he didn't want his kids to go through that. And he saw, like, as we was growing up, the people who he was hanging around, like the people who he used to hang around when he was little. That's how he got shot at and how he joined the gang. So he didn't want us to live that life. When I was like 10, I always used to want to play basketball. But then my mama was like, it's a greater chance that you might or you might not be a basketball player, because that's a career, but it's not like really something that you would get like off, like you go study for and you would just get that job. So she said you always gotta have a backup plan. So I always had a backup plan, and my backup plan was either to draw or doing something else I like.
Englewood started as a rural community in the 1800s. It really grew after the Chicago fire in 1871. Englewood's racial makeup changed radically during the Great Black Migration. Poverty, drugs, and crime took its toll on the community during the last half of the 20th century. Our After School Matters group made a visit to the Greater Englewood Development Corporation located in the U.S. Bank Building at 63rd by Halsted. Chief Financial Officer Tamara Hughes gave our group an explanation of GEDC and what it can do.
Welcome everyone to the Greater Englewood CDC. My name is Tamara Hughes and I am the Program Director for Development. And here at the Greater Englewood CDC, what we do is help and service small businesses, as well as we have a technology program that we help to certify individuals into the technology industry. If you're not aware of Greater Englewood, you can tell kind of from the statistics that show that this is a neighborhood that has a lot of violence and so forth. But there's a good component here at Englewood in the Englewood community, and that is that we have some very creative businesses that have ideas but find sometimes that there's so many obstacles that get in their way, and that's what we're here for, is to help eliminate the obstacles. So we help those businesses move beyond their limitations so that they can excel.
Hi, I'm Akira, and we're standing in Greater Englewood CDC with Jim Harbin.
Yes.
Hi, how you doing today?
How you doing?
Okay.
So how did this organization start?
It's a good question. This organization started back in 2011. 4 individuals who all had full-time jobs. actually put together a business plan for this organization. This space that we're in right now is called the Inglewood Accelerator. And what it does is it offers small businesses, and particularly startups, a place where they can get to work, if you will, without necessarily having the cost of a storefront, without necessarily spending money on overhead. We want to keep all that cost down. And then as an accelerator, we would hope that they pour that money back into their business. There's an internal internet system here in which we have business plan templates, marketing plan templates, we have training modules, we have social media strategy. We actually have a calendar for this conference room, and I want to show you guys this.
Look over.
So,
Oh, this is it.
what our small businesses get a chance to enjoy is that on that internet portal, as a member, they get a chance to schedule this room, whether they want to do a training, whether they want to hire an employee, whether they want to do a presentation, and they don't have to be here to do it. Because they have that internal internet access, they can do it whether they're here, whether they're at home. They could be on vacation in Cancun and still make that appointment.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay, can you explain the room we're in now? Where are we?
We are in our community room that acts also as our training room. So right now we have students from all over Inglewood who are participating in what's called IT Essentials. And the IT Essentials program is a foundational curriculum that allows these young men and women to position themselves to get a global certification through Cisco systems and through Microsoft. So what we're doing is we're giving them exposure to programming and coding, but also to putting together and taking apart computer systems, understanding network and routing systems. We want to make sure that they were getting this broad education in terms of technology. So at the end of this basic foundational training, they have an opportunity to go into advanced certifications in either programming or hardware.
Jim Harding gave us a tour of their offices.
What's so interesting about this building was built back in 1929. It has landmark status. So some of the decor here is absolutely stunning, and I think you guys should need to check out my crib.
Let's check out this place.
By the way, this is Kelsey. This is our chief
Hi, Kelsey.
office
I'm
manager.
Sarah.
You guys met Tamora already. So I just want to make sure you guys see how beautiful this woodwork is in these offices.
This is Tamora's office.
It is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it looks nice.
This is where she do all her magic.
Yes, it is. And magic is what she does too, by the way. Okay?
I make the money in here.
How you doing?
Oh, pat my back.
So guys, this is our Chief Operating Officer. This is one of our members, and that's our Executive Director, Glenn Fulton.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Zaccardi.
Of course, you guys know that we have a development going on across the street with the Whole Foods Project. And if you take a look over here, you won't get a better shot, I don't think, than this. So right here in the corner is gonna be Chipotle and Starbucks. This development started almost a year ago to the day. And it has the community very, very excited. So you guys should have a sense now what we do is primarily three things. We are focused on small business development. We're focused on small business retention, and we're focused on workforce development as it pertains to having young men and women be exposed to a growing industry. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Jim says Inglewood is starting a new era. Looking at all this construction going on, it is hard to argue with him at that point.
it was a lot more homes then. And it was a nice area around here, and I grew up in IDB Wells. I lived on 34th and Calumet for a short while, and the whole area was nice.
Times that I remember in Bronxville, especially in IDB, as we would call it, we had great fun. You know, we had swings, we had sliding boards. We could go outside, we could play, we could stay out until dusk. It was a nice time then. I mean, the families were integrated. There were a lot of love and unity in the homes. The school, we had semi-great time in school, but of course we were high school students, so we just couldn't wait to get out, you know, to become grown-ups.
Well, I haven't been a resident that long, but since I've been here, Brownsville has been flourishing. It's coming up. Mayor Daley is making it beautiful, and where all the people from all over coming over just to see how beautiful, how good we're doing over here. Everybody's trying to get back over here now. The people that moved out earlier, they're coming back, and it's just a different area now.
The things that we did for entertainment at the school was this was real popular. We had an activity night and we had a social night. The social night was the first Friday of every month, and the young men had to wear suit jackets, and the young ladies had to wear dresses, no pants. And the activity, the social night was only dancing in the gym.
Oh man, I remember the Met Theater on 47th Street, 47th off King Drive. I remember, what else did we do? I remember walking to the lake on 39th Street and going swimming and swinging on the sliding boards. And I remember the Bud Billiken Parade every year. It's like, that was like the national anthem for black people, to just go to this big parade. Oh wow, there were just, and just the enjoyment of just the family going to the park and enjoying, and school was a place where you could come to and have, you know, sock hops and parties and things like that, swimming in Madden Park. Yeah, there were great memories here, you know, very great memories.
I would say for the old days, it was good then, but now it's better. It's growing, and it's better. It's better for housing, but the activities I think they need to pick back up, because for the students now, they don't have too much activities in this area. You know, they don't have the movies that they could go right down the street to see, to go in, and they don't have Madden Park I don't think they do all that we used to do in the field house and in the park. They don't do as much.
And because it wasn't a mixed community, and you have all low-income people living in one community and not a mixed community, and that's the difference between the new Bronxville, because they're trying to integrate and bring the mixed income, and that's what us community leaders and organizers are fighting for.
Because things are changing. We're getting a better type of clientele, and students, people are moving back in, so we're getting better, just everything overall is better than it used to be. People with more monies, they can pay their own way.
The 8th Regiment Armory, which is located at 3533 South Giles. It was built in 1914-1915. Its leaders was the Illinois Assistant Attorney General and the commander of the 8th Regiment Armory. Titan 8 was organized in 1898 as volunteer regiments drawn from the African American community during the Spanish-American War. It was later established as an infantry division of the Illinois National Guard. It was also under Denison's command
fought in Mexico in 1916 and in France during World War I when it was incorporated into 370th U.S. Infantry. Now that they have torn down the Regiment Army, it is now the Chicago Bronzeville Military Academy.
Life Supreme Life Insurance Company on 35th and King Drive was founded in 1919. First worked as an insurance agent at Royal Life Insurance Company. It was white-owned, but later in the years created an independent black-owned, operated life insurance company with financial backing from black community. Liberty Life was one of the few black insurance companies to survive the Great Depression.
Elliott Donnelly Youth Center, which is located at 3947 South Michigan. It was originally the Southside Boys Club. The Savoy Big Five basketball team started here, and it became the Harlem Globetrotters in 1927. Now recently, it has become an art center for young adults.
A street in Bronzeville.
But in the crowded darkness, not a word did they say.
Though the pretty coated birds had piped so lightly all the day.
And he had seen the lovers in the little side streets.
And she had heard the morning stories clogged with sweets.
It was quite a time for loving. It was midnight. It was May. But in the crowded darkness, not a word did they say.